Okay, on that step for those lines there, the GCF is a greatest common factor, right? Which means it's just something that we're multiplying. And this 2x plus 7, we are multiplying the x by that, and we're multiplying the 7 by that. Okay? So it's really a repeat of the first step, because what's written in between those two steps, that's another piece that's kind of missing here. So let me just recopy this. Okay, so on this first one here, these first two terms, the biggest thing that divides into both of those is x, right? Because if you were to write it out, that's 2 times x plus 7 times x. And the only common factor they have is this x. So we can write that and pull that kind of out in front, and then we write down the factors that are left. So there's just a 2x and a plus 7 here. Now, these two, we could rewrite that as 2 times 7 times x plus 7 times 7. And we would see that the common factor is 7. And again, we could write that in front of set of parentheses, and in the parentheses is what's left over. Okay. Now, what we have is x times this thing and 7 times this thing. We're multiplying it, both the x and the 7, by the same factor. Just like the same factor was an x in those first two terms, or a 7 in the second two terms, right? With that being said, since they're a common factor, I can pull that out in front, but now it's just a 2x plus 7, but in the other set of parentheses is what's left over. Well, there's the x, and then there's the plus 7. And that's where that's coming from. So hopefully this will help, but if not, let me know and we can give it another shot, okay?